Traigo a bien prendido en la Toyota, todos andamos pelones y siempre. Ahora pues, ándale, no te me.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And that was our national anthem performed by the talented Skylar Cole. And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment.
There you go again, putting on your own rodeo again. Yeah, you push me out just to flash that smile and last on the year. But I've been here 1,000 times, I don't wanna go again. I've been here 1,000 times, 1,001 won't be so bad, 'cause I don't really wanna talk about it. Many times you hurt me so much. Many times you hurt me so much.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. We know Chris Paul is nicknamed the point god. Some say he's the best ever when it comes to running an offense while limiting turnovers. CP3 says, when I step on the court, I don't think that anyone should be able to take the ball from me. I pride myself on making the right decisions, passing and ball handling. Kevin, he remains a wizard.
He's unbelievable. Hall of Famer in every way. Thank you, David. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ingram in the front court with Williamson. C.J. McCollum out there with Richardson. And it's Nance in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Phoenix, Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with T.J. Warren, and it's Ayton in at center. And taking a look at the Pelicans, lots of talent have come through that program over the years, and they're loaded now.
Yeah, they brought in some talent. They've done a good job in the draft and trying to find ways to hold on to these guys, along with having a healthy Zion. All that comes together, it's definitely going to help their chances to be more competitive.
And here is Paul. Ayton, a screen on McCollum. To the paint, it's stolen by Nance. McCollum with the ball. Chris Paul covering. And Durant sends it back. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Stolen by Warren. Ball surveying the floor. Booker with no one around. A three-pointer, no good. And the Pelicans with the possession. Spins to the middle. And it's Williamson missing. Ball against Williamson. Nance trying to break loose. Goes back up. And Ayton with the nice bucket inside.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to McCollum. Nance sends a screen for McCollum. Goes up to the stripe. An easy 2 points on the layup.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Passes it to KD. No good on the triple.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
McCollum outside. He kicks it to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. Over Booker. That shot off. Now the Suns take it the other way.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Aiton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Here is Nance. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Now McCollum, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
That one goes. Count it.
Ayton rolls to the hoop for 2 at 7-1. Very fluid.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Richardson outside. Nance outside. Feeds it to Williamson. Here's Ingram. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Outside Warren. There's the dish to Booker. Over Richardson. And too long on the shot.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
McCollum outside. Nance a screen on Paul. McCollum no good. Suns leading by 4. Outside Durant. Chalk up 2 there. Durant's got his second basket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season. The teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
The Suns with a completely new group on the floor. .56 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Hayes. Valanciunas sets a screen for Hayes. Picked off in midair. Here's Payne. The pass to Baisley. Ross against Jones. Jacks up a 3. No good from Ross.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Ross against Jones. Pass to Hayes. Now here's Jones to stop the drought. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Well, the effort and the power that Valanciunas can play with puts him in great position to grab rebounds like that.
Payne passes to Baisley. Pass to Ross. There's the pick. It's rebounded by Hayes. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Alvarado passes to Hayes. Ross with a steal. Here's Okogie. Pass to Baisley. Kicks to Ross. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Suns on top. They're up by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Pelicans trail by 4. On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. The forwards for them are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. Then there's Hayes, then there's Richardson, and it's Alvarado in at the point. And here's Ingram from the arc, rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
A nice shot by KD.
KD decisive that time, wasting no time, rises up and fires.
Williamson kicks to Hayes. Dishes to Ingram. Williamson outside. New Orleans moving the ball around. Ingram outside. Clock at 6. Hayes with the screen for Ingram. Booker pulls it in. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And stolen by Ayton. KD looking around. He dishes it to Booker. Ayton a screen on Richardson. Booker with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. Pelicans trail by 6. Now here's Ingram. His last outing, 16 points for him. To the inside. Here's Williamson. Here's Hayes. Lays it up and banks it in. Hayes has got his first 2 points.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Ayton sets the pick for KD. Over Williamson. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Some changes for Phoenix. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Baisley. And Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne. Harry Nance is checked in for the Pelicans. McCollum comes in for Brandon Ingram. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. McCollum outside. Now the pass to Alvarado. Here's Williamson. He's covered by Warren. From deep, Richardson. And again, no good by New Orleans. Suns leading by 6. KD on the wing. Over Nance. The second effort. And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, you bump me, and I'm going to bump you back as Ayton not afraid to get physical with the defender.
Williamson against Warren. And Williamson throws it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
And it's Williamson missing. Suns have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Nance against Paul. Outside, KD. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. McCollum against Warren.
2 minutes.
Pass to Nance.
2 minutes.
Shoots from 12. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Booker. Durant trying to break free. Booker, no good. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Trailing here by 8. Down low. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Durant. McCollum against Paul. Passes to Durant. Inside. And stolen by Williamson. There's 1:17 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Alvarado. Richardson outside. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. The pass to Alvarado from the arc. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Suns leading by 8. Durant for 3. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Paul passes to Ayton. He kicks to Booker. Booker draws the double. 5 to shoot. Fires, high post, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans. 17 seconds left to play in the first half. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
McCollum with the ball. Hands a screen on Booker. A three from McCollum. No good. Shot missing. And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, what has allowed you all to build this lead in the first half?
Well, we've just been playing hard. Those guys are tough to guard. They cut so hard. They play well together, and we had a decent half. We got to keep it going.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Obviously, that was U-G-L-Y. It's ugly. Shooting under 30% from the field, disorganized, chucking up bad shots. Man, I tell you, they have to adjust their play, and they got to get better looks.
And now, let's focus on a couple of guys who have been getting it done in the first half.
2 guys clearly battling for the spot, both putting on a show. You just hope it doesn't become an all-hero ball.
Yeah, it's the scoreboard that decides the real winner in the end. That's pretty profound on my part, don't you think?
Yes, it does.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. T.J. Warren out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's KD in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Here's Ingram, and it's sent back by KD.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Outside Warren. Ayton a screen on Williamson. Here's Warren. Here's Ayton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ayton's got 12.
It's one thing to get to your spots. It's another thing to shoot with that kind of rhythm. And DeAndre Ayton in one right now. Well, there's been some interesting moves in the Bayou, and this team has set up a roster that I think has some great potential. There's a lot of talent, a lot of interesting players that are on this roster, and I'm excited for their future.
You definitely saw New Orleans making calculated moves, Brent, in the draft.
Yeah, there's some perfect fits alongside what a healthy Zion Williamson will bring to the court. And so if he's in there making that impact, there's a lot of complementary skill sets on this roster that will elevate them to being much more competitive sooner than you think.
The first free throw is good.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Payne, he's checked in for Phoenix. New Orleans also making some changes. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nance. Marshall comes in for Williamson. And it's Herbert Jones in for Richardson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Lots of times you don't mind fouling a big, but Ayton's a solid foul shooter.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for Ayton. Baisley's checked in for Warren. Ayton hits them both. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Outside, Jones. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Some rookies take time to get acclimated to the NBA, but that was not the case with Herbert Jones.
Yeah, Herb started his second game in the league, and for a second-round pick to make that immediate of an impact is pretty rare in the NBA. He did play all 4 years of college ball, but he came in the NBA ready to rock.
And that one falls for Jones. He doesn't get the second one.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Stolen by McCollum. Puts it up from 7, and he nails the jumper. McCollum's got 5.
McCollum just catching the defense asleep right there. I don't know why you would be. CJ's such a devastating scorer.
Payne passes to KD. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Suns lead by 11.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. So for the Suns, Torrey Craig. He's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Okogie comes in for Kevin Durant. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Devin Booker. Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Marshall. Jones looking for an opening. Passes it to Hayes. Clock at 4. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. No good from Valanciunas.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Now here's Payne. He's covered by Ingram. Payne can't hit. Pelicans trailed by 11. Crafty move. Valanciunas trying to free himself up, and it's Ingram missing.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Back to Payne. From deep. And Jones pulls it down. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you.
And Baisley has a chance here to show off why he is in this position. He's an athlete.
Ingram passes to Jones. There's a minute 47 left here in the third quarter. Down low, out to Ingram. It's up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ingram's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Craig sets the screen for Payne. A stupendous finish in traffic. And the Suns lead by 10.
The interior trying to make it tough on Payne, and he just found a way.
1:09 left to play here in the third. Hayes in the post. Craig is on him. Hayes, no good. Suns leading by 10. Pass to Payne. Back to Craig. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. A moment here now to see the numbers for Devin Booker. The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
That free throw missing. So for the Suns, Warren comes in for Baisley, and Paul's subbed in for Payne. And he's good on the second.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And there's the pass to Nance. The dish to Richardson. Nance a screen on Ross. Richardson the pass to Nance. He doesn't hit that one. And Phoenix the other way now. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks to the right side. Craig up top. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Craig sets the screen for Paul. Free throw line jump shot. that one a little long. Richardson outside, out to the right wing. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Suns leading by 11. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Zion Williamson. He's out there with Josh Richardson. C.J. McCollum out there with Larry Nance. And it's Alvarado in at the two-guard spot. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
And you look at McCollum, he's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend. But, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
And the first one at the line is good. The Suns making a switch here. Payne's checked in, and the Pelicans also making a change. Ingram's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Ayton in the high post. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Williamson. McCollum kicks to Nance. McCollum outside. Dishes it to Ingram. Takes the three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Payne, and the layup's good off the glass. Payne's got the lead up to 11 now for Phoenix.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
McCollum finds Williamson. Back to McCollum. Goes up with the stripe. Off the left rim and out. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Outside Durant. Keeps it alive, and Ayton stays with it.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Nance. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kevin Durant. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
That free throw good from Nance.
Well, Larry Nance Jr. came into the league, and a lot of talk about his dunking prowess. But really, Larry Nance Jr. knows how to play the game and is building on that potential.
Both free throws good from Nance. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now here's Payne. He's tightly guarded. And there's the feed to Ayton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Free throw drops for Ayton. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Larry Nance. Ayton hits them both. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Cullen passes to Ingram. Durant with the steal. To the middle. Here's Warren. Basket good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Zion Williamson. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Suns, T.J. Warren. Shooting one.
That free throw good from Warren.
Well, T.J. Warren believes he can score, and he's done it a lot. Every year he ups the ante and wants to add more to his game. Defensively, maybe a little more focused.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns U18.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
I don't know if they expected him to have this much of an impact, but the timing couldn't have been better. They dropped 2 straight leading into this one and did not want to lose 3 in a row. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Valanciunas. Now McCollum. Shoots from the elbow. It's rebounded by Durant. KD's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Passes it to Booker. Ayton a screen on Richardson. For 3, Booker. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Williamson looking it over. Ingram passes to McCollum. Here's Williamson. 6 to shoot. Over Booker. And that one hits back iron. Phoenix leading by 16.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside, KD. Ayton sets the pick for Durant to the paint. And Ayton throws it down.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here's McCollum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Yeah, using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact, McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
McCollum, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. McCollum. Paul's checked in for Phoenix. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Ayton a screen on Ingram. They double team KD. And stolen by Williamson.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident looking performance for the Suns.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeAndre Ayton.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Valanciunas with a screen on Paul. McCollum passes to Valanciunas. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
You just don't want to give away points by giving away passing lanes. McCollum right there waiting for one, then threads the needle.
Ayton a screen on Richardson. Here's Booker. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Suns lead by 16.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Richardson, no luck. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. KD, a statement win. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together. And this was all that I expected, man. I'm glad that, we was able to get the win tonight. We're looking forward to the next game.
We're looking forward to seeing you out there again, man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.